Will Smith and Chris Rock. We all know it, and we all know paper beats rock, but is it right though? Table Talk bites today, guys. What do you guys think? Seriously. It was mad. It was mad.
So let's give a recap of what happened for those who might be living under a rock.
Wow, this guy just going off already.
Basically,
Oscars happened.
Oscars happened.
Right,
and
right.
basically Chris Rock was the host.
Yeah.
And he, when he was giving the speech or
he
whatever,
making jokes,
he made a joke as he would. He's a comedian.
He would. He's supposed to.
Yeah, and he made a joke about Will Smith's wife, Jada.
Yeah.
So about her hair.
Yeah.
Because she faces a condition called alopecia, which is like loss of hair.
Yeah. So she had to shave her head.
So she had to shave her head because like it's not practical. And then while he was not hosting, he was presenting the award.
Correct.
And then he was like, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane too. So, G.I. Joe, G.I. Jane, okay.
Yeah.
Basically. And he apparently laughed, but I'm not too sure. But that,
he was laughing for a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's in the video you can see. And then he started
walked up on stage.
Yeah.
And he gave him big tap.
My gosh. Out of nowhere.
And then so apparently like, the people at the TV control station were probably like, oh shit, like what's going on?
Yeah, a lot of stations
so
blipped it,
They
right?
cut it, but he said like, you can find the video online. He said, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth.
Yeah, he said it
twice.
Right.
Yeah.
Twice.
And that took the world by storm.
Yeah, if you woke up that very morning, you would have seen on Twitter it was trending both their names.
Man.
And you're probably wondering like,
why?
Why?
But that's the thing. There's so many reasons behind it, right? Everyone is like, oh, I got this, that side, every side. What is the side? What is the take on this? Like, is it really publicity? Because the first one that came to mind was
stage.
Yeah, no one was talking about the Oscars. No one even knew the Oscars was happening until the slap.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think it's staged?
I think people at the Oscars thought it was scripted.
Yeah, because they were laughing along,
they were
right?
laughing, right? And
Yeah,
then until they sat down, then he
this is
was
not a
shouting
joke.
from his chair.
Yeah, this is not a joke.
Then who was sitting next to him? Lupita. She was smiling, and then the smile turned upside down. She was like,
She was like,
it's real.
there's a waka don't, man.
Oh,
Waka don't know.
That's,
That was bad. It was people were shocked.
I don't know. It's
was
hard
bad.
to tell. It could be.
I doubt we staged.
You doubt it's staged.
Because like he was receiving an award for such a wholesome role.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was a very wholesome role for King Richard. And he had to pull that off.
Yeah.
And it goes like totally against his whole image of being this wholesome Smith, right? His whole thing. And then he goes on and attacks a fellow comedian, which is he's doing what he's supposed to do. And let's just be honest, right? Chris Rock he's doing his job. It was a joke, right? And it was not it was, maybe I'm being insensitive, but I think the joke or the role of a comedian, like any court jester in that era, is to talk about things that are usually sensitive or like to bring that to light.
Yep.
And that usually brings some discussion around the topic, right?
Yep.
But G.I. Jane, let's just be honest, it's not the worst joke you can make.
Yeah,
right?
I honestly don't think it was meant to be rude.
It was
anyway,
not.
I think it was just a spur of the moment joke that came to his head because he's a comedian.
Correct.
They have jokes like database.
And G.I. Jane is like, okay.
I think it would have been rude if he made a joke about her hair directly.
Correct. And about like, how bad your situation is, right?
Yeah,
it was just a passing line.
I think it was a passing line.
It was a passing line. But that's always the risk of unscripted stuff. And the third part, I think everyone's talking about right now. Do you get friends who are messaging you like, would you slap a guy for me? Will you slap
I've not gotten that.
But is it supposed to be romanticized, this slap?
I honestly think it's not. It's great meme content, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it like probably on your feed like the whole of like the last 2 days.
Everyone.
Even today, you probably see it on your feed. Every brand wants to jump on it.
Yeah, babe, you go slap a guy for me if he makes fun of me. Come on, babe.
Yeah.
Is violence supposed to be romanticized? I feel that's what we should ask. Because everyone's like, oh, this is chivalry. No.
It's not.
No, it's not. It's really
I think,
not.
So for me, I think when people are talking to me about it, I think both sides have their own faults in certain elements.
Right.
I guess it's Oscars, right? It's not like a fun award show.
Right.
Like it's not like MTV's or whatever. These kind of things maybe can fly in those kind of award shows. But this is the most like prestigious awards. Like I mean supposedly lah. Maybe over the years they have like toned it down a bit. But to go up and slap somebody, you must be probably one in the heat of the moment because he was so riled up about it, and then he just went ahead.
Right.
And the fact that it, there was even even the police was kind of like asked to think, but of course he they didn't want to press charges on him. So it just kind of fizzled
I have to
out.
say that everyone's on Will Smith's side, right? But Chris Rock handled that extremely professionally.
Not everyone's on Will Smith's side.
I mean, okay, sorry.
It's a very 50-50.
Because if you take it this way, there's so many ways to put it. If it was Ali Wong making the joke, would people be in favor if someone walked on stage and slapped her?
Oh yeah, cannot.
Like, what's the deal with that,
then
right?
Like violence against Asians, violence against women.
Yeah, you see, it's like so much context, right?
Yeah.
Which is the bitterer end of the bitterer half.
Yeah.
But all truth be told, there are so many things that's going on between, I think, Will Smith and Jada, and it's all online. I think there's so much more deeper than that. There's so many things running behind, like the expectations of Will on Will from Jada, and what she has done, or like he and the family. I mean, we all know it's online. I think that plays a lot into what has happened, right? And I don't think in any way, personal take lah, I don't think this slap was right. Like in any, Chris is doing his job.
Yeah.
Will Smith was out of line.
Yeah.
You know, he could have, just saying, he could have just got up and walked out.
Yeah. That would be as equally strong as a statement, right?
You didn't have to have any like physical impact.
Right. Right. And there were, and just to wrap it up, there were also reports, right, that after that happened, Denzel Washington pulled him aside and said that, hey, you gotta be careful because it's when you're at the highest, then the devil will come get you. And that was literally the same night he won his first Oscar, right? For such a great role. And he put it under, and I tell you, the media love this kind of thing. It's all about, King Richard was very like fiercely, defensive of his family, and love, and art imitates life and all these kind of things. I'm like, no. I don't think there's any excuse for violence. If you are romanticizing this act, what's that like? What's stopping anyone from like doing the same?
Yeah.
I know, yes. So, roll call. Right, wrong? What do you guys think?
I think both have things that they need to sort out. Both figures have actually released post-event statements. I think Will addressed it. He apologized to the Academy as well at the night itself. I don't think there's an apology issued to Chris Rock. Chris Rock did, however, apologize, and I'm quite impressed that he kind of like bit the bullet and said that he did step out of line. It wasn't meant to hurt people. So I think he apologized to both Will and Jada. But it's a very interesting situation because ticket sales for Chris's stand-up have gone through the roof following the incident. So publicity is still publicity, bad or good, right?
Oscars finally like, Oscars exist after that, right? No, Will Smith did apologize to Chris. So open apology. Yeah. Literally right there, he said sorry to Chris. He was out of line. So both sides have apologized.
Yeah.
Jeremy?
I think they handled it quite well.
Yeah.
Could it have been like handled better at the point of time? Definitely.
Come on.
But again, just want to say, like, Chris handled it really well. Like getting slapped on stage on global television.
Yeah.
I think I respect both parties.
Yeah.
Because I do feel that, like, as someone who is, like, who you take care of people who are close to you.
Yeah.
And I think that at the moment is like, how can you ruin, like bully my family member? Like, and I think that's why he took the step to do it. Of course, not. There are many ways to go about a certain thing, and I think of the options, right, A, B, C, D, right, he chose probably not the greatest option in that order.
I want to say that in context, I am a very big defender of my family as well.
Yep.
2 girls, I'm the only guy. I am also a comedian or like comedic writer, and I have to say Will Smith are out of line. That is my very personal, strong statement. Because I think there's so much happening in his relationship that pushed him to doing that.
I think so. I think that's a very big drive vector.
And he could have done so many other things.
He could have,
to represent the black community winning an award for such a great show.
Yeah.
And he chose...
Like, if he wanted to burn Chris, right, he could do it in his acceptance speech and call it out,
Yeah.
And be like, that was disrespectful.
Actually, that was...
And that would make everything... Then Chris would be like, oh shit, I really effed up.
A bit more embarrassing for him.
Yeah, correct.
Because I really feel that there's just so many sensitivities around it. Like, the joke about Jada, honestly, it's not the worst poke. It's not the worst roast.
Yeah.
Guys or comedians roast guys much worse.
Yeah.
For example, right? But there's so many sensitivities about it. I'm not going to get caught up with it anymore. But I'm just going to say violence is never the answer. That's the thing.
We want to hear what you guys think about it. I think it's pretty straightforward. There's so many opinions floating on the internet. Are you team Chris?
Wow.
or Team Will.
Paper or rock.
Paper or rock. The only gripe I had was that a couple of media publications were saying that Will punched Chris. And I'm like, yup,
nope.
Is this a punch? You've never been punched by your mother before. That's why you're saying
no, I think throughout the whole thing, the only thing I felt was secondhand embarrassment. Don't know about you guys.
Okay.
The whole time I just feel like, oh, so awkward. Like being there in person.
No, I love it.
Just
some of the reactions just make me laugh.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think about this fiasco. We want to hear your thoughts. And then also tag a friend you think you probably slapped. They said something out of line. I don't know. I think we're going controversial. We love it. See you guys in the next one. This is Table Talk Bites.